Okay, so here's another thing you need to know if you are considering buying a foreclosure or bank-owned property in Westchester or one of the surrounding counties. And that is that the contract that your attorney will be sent by the attorney that represents the selling lender will not be a negotiable contract. In other words, the typical practice of the lawyers going back and forth, trading their markup or haggling over deadlines and thresholds and contingencies and so forth, all goes out the window. The attorney that represents the lender selling the property is going to not accept a comma or a semicolon being changed on that contract. Part two of this is that the deadlines are hard, fast deadlines. The selling attorney and bank may extend a closing or a mortgage contingency once, but the idea that there's some flexibility or uh, friendly willingness to kind of work along with you if there are some delays is not there. This is not a touchy-feely transaction, and the asset manager, who is the decision maker at the lending institution, is really just going to go to the backup buyer behind you or wait or put the property back on the market before they will entertain any kind of negotiability on deadlines or extensions and things like that. And these are things that in Westchester County we typically see renegotiated uh, fairly often between parties just to make things work. It almost seems sometimes like the seller is cutting off their nose to spite their face, but they just don't play in the sandbox the way a regular seller will. So do understand that there is a very rigid and very lack of flexibility on the seller's part with respect to the terms of the contract and the fulfillment of the terms on the contract. No verbiage changes, very few exceptions for any kind of extensions or flexibility. Keep that in mind if you're going to buy a foreclosed property in Westchester County. And if you have any further questions, feel free to reach out. We are here to help.